right, everyone. Hello and welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Newcastle are hosting Liverpool. This one should be a lot of fun up at St. James's Park. Dreadfully difficult place to go. Last season, Nick Pope's ridiculous red card gave Liverpool the 2-0, if y'all recall. But even after Nick Pope literally, manhandles dude and gets his red card, Newcastle were already down 2-0 at that point, but they were the better team for the rest of the game. So I think Liverpool are in trouble on this one. But I do think it's going to be a really fun watch.
Yeah. I
agree with you on the Liverpool being in trouble because I think that Newcastle's defense is strong enough to hold them out. I'm not saying that they're going to pitch a shutout, but I can see them frustrating Liverpool, especially since they're going to get overran in the midfield for sure by Newcastle. And Newcastle. Liverpool with Robertson and Trent, they get really far up, and somebody like Miggy, you don't want to let him get a step on you.
Isak might have a field day.
Yeah, Isak might have a field day. He can pull Kunate out. And
it'll probably be Anthony Gordon, right, on the other side.
Yeah, I would figure so. Yeah. So, I think this match up is better for Newcastle for sure. Allison has been, I don't know what they're doing in their back line. That final third or the defensive third is
Newcastle
what they did against Bournemouth, I'm just like that's little league.
If Liverpool come out like that,
it'll be
at St. James's Park
before 20th
in
minute.
The 17th minute, Isak will score a fifth goal.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if y'all. I know Jake saw it, but y'all seriously, like Bournemouth really could have been up 3-0 within 5 minutes. I mean,
I recall a certain wonderful away day for the Tottenham Hotspur up at Newcastle this past season. Where they decided to not show up for the first 20 minutes of the game and were down 6-0.
Yeah.
So
I don't think that it will be a crazy scoreline. I think I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle. Just because I think they're so strong defensively that they're not going to give Liverpool a lot of the ball. I think Liverpool will actually struggle because of their lack of midfield. Endo is going to play, I'm pretty sure, because he came on as a sub last game. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs in that type of environment because St. James it's snake pit. There's no other way to put it. You just don't want to go there. I mean, not to bring up Chelsea, but Jose Mourinho took some incredible teams up there, and they come home with L's. And so
Liverpool and Arsenal won there last season.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
City didn't win. City tied 3-3.
Yeah, Mitro was gonna Fulham was gonna beat him, and Mitro had the double kick on the PK.
Yeah, he did. You're right.
Yeah.
So,
but I think that Pope's going to play really well. Schär and Dan Burn, of course. I'll be interested to see if we see more of Livramento. He got a good bit of time against City. I think about 20 minutes actually. So I'm interested to see if he gets more time. Trippier. Yeah, Trippier. I think it's a good matchup for him to play overlap with Miggy. And I fully expect Miggy to get a goal and probably Isak or Callum Wilson. One of those two are going to get a goal. So Yeah, I'll go 2-1 for sure.
I kind of had it as a bit more of a back and forth kind of game. I think Newcastle are more than willing to play that style of a game, and that's what Liverpool are going to do. I went 3-2, but also to Newcastle. I think they're definitely going to boss the midfield, even though McAllister will play. His red card was, or his suspension at least was rescinded. So he'll be in there. And the interesting thing with Liverpool is if you play Indo, do you have to sit Gakpo? Because Szoboszlai has been immense.
He's for sure on the team, on the.
So it'll be McAllister, Szoboszlai, Indo. And then does that mean that Nunez comes in front of Jota? Because Jota and Gakpo were kind of, Jota was playing the false nine to hook up with Gakpo. So
Yeah.
does that mean old Noodles comes in because it's kind of a different look?
Maybe.
I mean, Luis Diaz and Mo Salah, even though he's been linked away. Well, not really linked away. He said last I read right before we got on was that he would talk to their representatives.
Oh yeah, he gone. He gone.
No, there's no way Salah's leaving. No way.
He's gone. He's gone.
No, there's no chance. I'll believe that when I see it. But yeah, I think he'll be up there as well. So it's interesting. But either way, I think Liverpool can score. 3-2, I said. What do you think, Lewis?
I think because Newcastle just played City and they're at home and Liverpool like to play open, you're going to see an open game. I think it'll be 4-2 for Newcastle. I think it'll be a bunch of goals in the game because Liverpool suck at defense, and but they also can score. So I mean, while they may be deficient in some areas, I think Mo Salah in his potential farewell to the team will I think he'll put a brace up. I think either he'll put a brace up, but he'll be a part of 2 goal contributions, either by assisting or scoring a 1-1. But I think he'll be a part of 2 of them. But I think Newcastle is going to show why they should be on the top end of the league, competing for the title against Liverpool, and they're going to show I think they'll have sort of a chip of, Anfield is this hard place to go to and play. Well, we're going to show you something, and I think that place is going to be absolutely electric.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And I'm sure it's going to rain, which will just make the atmosphere even better.
Oh yeah, it's going to be
every day there.
Man, so. I remember when United went to Newcastle last season. That was one of the most disgusting days. Like that rain looked absolutely awful. Imagine like Lewis, did you ever make that trip when you were in England?
No, I mean I did go to the coast. Like I went to Great Yarmouth and Norwich and Birmingham and obviously the southern part of the country. But when it rained, man, it rained.
Yeah,
it's not cute at all.
63 with rain on Sunday.
Oh, it's gonna be bitter cold up there too. Yeah.
with a little bit of wind, but yeah, 63. They've got a 70% chance of rain right now on Sunday. So.
Sheesh.
And the place will be freaking full.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. What'd you think, X?
I think it's gonna be probably I don't want to say the best game of the weekend, but it's gonna be the best game of the weekend. It's gonna be the best game.
It'll be the best game.
If you're gonna watch, if you're tuning in to watch, any Premier League, and you're not a fan of any team or anything like that, this is the one I would point people to watch this weekend.
It won't be City Sheffield, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's just one of these games where I think it's gonna be one of these games where you can see where one team, they're both playing kind of the strengths of the other. So it can be 3-2, it can be 4-3, it can be, but they always talk about this Newcastle defense, and it is I do give them an edge here because Liverpool proved we don't have the best defense, and they only put 1 past us. Mm-hmm. So I do think Newcastle are going to win this. I do think it's going to be like I said, I think it's going to be a 3-2. but that scoreline's not going to necessarily be like, we hear 3-2 and we think of it, they kind of commanded that game. I think it's going to be very, very close, and a very much so the majority of this game. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. I think it's going to be fun to see how open Liverpool's willing to play Newcastle, knowing how defensively, I don't want to say weak, man. It's just not the word I want to use here, but vulnerable. How defensively vulnerable they can be at times, especially when they get open and start playing that back and forth. If we could finish our chances, that game's out of hand for them by far. And I think Newcastle have proven they can finish some of their chances. So I want to say 3-2 just for the prediction side of it. In my heart of hearts, I do think this could be like a 4-2, 4-1. Like, I think Newcastle are going to command that because they're going to finish more.
I won't be surprised that, like, if it's a 4-4 or something like that, 3-3 game, I wouldn't be surprised.
It wouldn't shock me. Like Patrick said earlier, I wouldn't be shocked. If Liverpool win, I'm going to be a little disappointed, but if they draw, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty then. Predictions are in match week 3 looms. I'm excited. And if you're as excited as we are, go ahead and smash up the likes. We are on our way to 100 subscribers. Come on, guys. We got 98 followers on Instagram.
Let's go.
Let's get that up on YouTube as well. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the little bell as well so you know when all of the episodes are dropping. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and have a great night.
Tell your friends and family.
Please do.